In a world where appearances can be deceiving, not everyone who enters your life comes with good intentions. Some wear masks of charm and sweetness while hiding darker motives beneath the surface. It's crucial to recognize the warning signs before emotional damage takes its toll. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus taught us that protecting our inner peace is a responsibility, not an option. And when it comes to relationships, these ancient principles become even more essential. This video will unveil the 6 alarming signs that reveal when a woman might be sent from the devil, not in a literal sense, but through manipulative behaviors that drain your energy and disrupt your peace. From toxic charm to calculated gaslighting, we'll break down each sign with insights rooted in Stoic wisdom, helping you stay grounded in self-awareness and strength. But before we dive in, if you value content that helps you grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Beyond Vision Mindset. We're here to empower you with timeless lessons that help you protect your energy, unlock your potential, and live a life of purpose. Now, let's get into it. 1. Manipulative charm disguised as innocence. At first glance, she may seem like the perfect match. Her smile is warm, her words flattering, and her interests seem to align perfectly with yours. But this charm isn't organic. It's a performance, meticulously crafted to lower your defenses. The Stoics remind us that true character reveals itself over time, not through a single interaction or fleeting chemistry. A woman with manipulative intent often studies you before you even realize it. She observes what makes you tick, what makes you laugh, and, more importantly, what makes you vulnerable. She then uses this knowledge to create a false sense of connection. You might find yourself saying, "I've never met anyone like her," but what you've truly encountered is a well-calculated illusion. This manipulation goes beyond casual flattery. It often involves love bombing, an overwhelming display of affection early on. Compliments, gifts, and exaggerated admiration come at you like a tidal wave. Stoic philosopher Seneca warned about trusting too quickly, emphasizing that time is the only true test of someone's character. Real affection is consistent and steady, not an emotional rollercoaster. As the relationship progresses, her charm can become a tool of control. She may alternate between affection and coldness, leaving you confused and emotionally off balance. This technique, known as intermittent reinforcement, hooks you into seeking her approval while slowly eroding your confidence. How do you protect yourself? Practice the Stoic principle of observing actions over words. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Pay attention to patterns rather than promises. If someone's behavior consistently leaves you feeling unsure, anxious, or unworthy, no amount of sweet words can balance the scales. Remember, genuine connection doesn't need to be forced or rushed. True compatibility unfolds naturally with time, patience, and mutual respect. Stay vigilant, trust your intuition, and never let temporary charm blind you to someone's true nature. 2. Emotional chaos and drama. Emotional chaos isn't always obvious at first. It often starts with small disruptions, a passive-aggressive comment here, an exaggerated reaction there. But as time goes on, the patterns become undeniable. A woman with toxic intent thrives on drama, using it as a tool to manipulate, control, and exhaust you. The Stoics taught us to seek tranquility within ourselves, yet emotional turmoil can feel like a relentless storm when someone close to you constantly stirs the waters. This type of woman often creates conflict out of thin air. Small misunderstandings become massive arguments. Innocent questions are twisted into accusations. One day, you're her hero, the next, you're the villain. This unpredictability keeps you walking on eggshells, afraid to say or do the wrong thing. But here's the harsh truth. You can't find peace with someone who thrives on chaos. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. In relationships, this means you can't control how others behave, but you can control how much access you give them to your emotional world. When someone consistently disrupts your peace, it's a sign they don't respect it. This emotional manipulation often appears in cycles. The drama escalates, peaks with a dramatic fight or emotional outburst, and then, suddenly, calm returns. In that calm phase, she may apologize, act sweet, and promise change. But this is part of the pattern. The cycle will repeat, often more intensely each time. The Stoics warned against mistaking temporary relief for lasting peace. So, how do you protect yourself from this emotional rollercoaster? First, practice emotional detachment, not from life itself, but from the manipulative dynamics. Epictetus advised us to differentiate between what we control and what we don't. You can't control another person's need for drama, but you can refuse to participate. When you stop reacting with the intensity they crave, their manipulative power weakens. Additionally, stay grounded in reality. Drama often comes with distorted narratives. Keep a mental or written record if you notice inconsistencies. When someone tries to rewrite history or twist conversations, you'll have clarity on what truly happened. This practice isn't about obsessing over details but about maintaining your sanity amidst the confusion. Finally, remember that peace isn't something you need to fight for with the right person. A healthy relationship may have disagreements, but it doesn't revolve around constant chaos. The Stoic mindset teaches us that external tranquility starts with internal clarity. If someone persistently disrupts your peace, it's not a test of your patience, it's a sign to reevaluate their role in your life. Emotional chaos may seem like passion at first, but true passion doesn't leave you emotionally drained. Protect your energy, choose peace over perpetual conflict, and never let someone's emotional storm pull you away from your grounded center. 3. Exploits your empathy for personal gain. Empathy is one of the most beautiful aspects of human nature. It allows us to connect, understand, and support one another, especially when someone is going through hard times. However, some people will recognize your empathy and use it against you, manipulating your kindness for their own benefit. A woman with toxic intentions might share heartbreaking stories of her past, abuse, betrayal, or personal loss, designed to invoke sympathy. She wants you to feel sorry for her, to see her as a victim, so you'll feel obligated to help, support, or give in to her demands. At first, you might feel compelled to be there for her. You see her vulnerability and think that by offering your compassion, you're helping her heal. However, the Stoic perspective teaches us that while empathy is important, it should never come at the cost of our own emotional well-being or cloud our judgment. We must maintain our inner clarity and not be swayed by emotions alone. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If you are constantly swept up in someone else's emotional turmoil, it can cloud your thinking and lead to poor decisions that only fuel the manipulation. As the relationship progresses, you might notice that her stories become more frequent, more exaggerated, and even more draining. What starts as a request for comfort might evolve into emotional blackmail. She may guilt-trip you for not giving enough or accuse you of being unsupportive, no matter how much you've already done. The truth is, her goal is not healing, it's control. She uses her emotional struggles as a weapon to keep you hooked and dependent on her approval. In Stoic thought, we are reminded of the importance of maintaining our own peace and self-control in any situation. Epictetus says, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By letting your empathy become entangled in her manipulations, you are surrendering control over your own emotional state." This emotional dependence weakens your own boundaries and self-worth, making it more difficult to see the manipulation for what it is. So, how do you handle this without becoming cold or callous? The answer lies in maintaining boundaries while still showing kindness. You don't need to shut down emotionally, but you must be mindful of where your energy goes. Offer support, but never at the cost of your own peace. If her behavior consistently demands more than you can give or makes you feel drained, it's important to step back and reassess the relationship. Stoics believed in the importance of virtuous living, and part of that is recognizing when your kindness is being exploited and learning how to protect your emotional resources. Remember, a healthy relationship is based on mutual respect, not one-sided emotional manipulation. You shouldn't feel like you are constantly giving, without ever receiving anything in return. Don't allow someone to take advantage of your empathy. Instead, use it to create balanced, positive connections, where both parties contribute and grow. 4. Master of gaslighting. Gaslighting is one of the most insidious forms of emotional manipulation. It's a psychological tactic used to make you question your own memory, perception, or sanity. A woman with manipulative intentions might use gaslighting to distort your reality, making you doubt what you know to be true. This can be done by denying things she said or did, twisting your words, or making you feel like you're overreacting when you bring up your concerns. Gaslighting can be subtle at first, but as it progresses, the effects become more damaging, leaving you uncertain and confused about what's real. The key to gaslighting is its ability to make you question your own perception. For example, she may deny a conversation you had, insist that you misunderstood her intentions, or make you feel guilty for reacting to something that she knows is hurtful. Over time, you start to doubt your own judgment. This tactic serves to undermine your confidence and increase her control over you. Instead of being able to trust your own thoughts and feelings, you begin to rely on her version of events. The Stoic mindset encourages self-awareness and emotional clarity. Epictetus taught that we are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. Gaslighting, however, turns this on its head. It creates an environment where you can no longer trust your own thoughts, because someone else is manipulating your perception. To protect yourself, it's crucial to anchor yourself in your own reality, your feelings, your memories, and your experiences. Trust in the clarity of your mind and the strength of your convictions. One way to defend against gaslighting is to document events and conversations. Keeping a mental or physical record can help you stay grounded in the truth when someone tries to twist it. Write down key points of conversations, decisions made, or promises kept. This isn't about becoming paranoid, but rather about maintaining your sense of reality when someone tries to alter it. By having clear evidence of what truly happened, you can counteract the gaslighter's version of events and protect your peace of mind. Another important aspect is learning to detach emotionally from the manipulation. Gaslighting thrives when it can provoke an emotional response, forcing you to react and engage in the confusion. By remaining calm and composed, you take away the power it has over you. When she tries to rewrite history or accuse you of things you haven't done, don't get pulled into the argument. Instead, stand firm in your truth, and remember that you don't have to defend yourself to someone who isn't interested in honesty. It's also vital to set boundaries with someone who consistently gaslights you. As a Stoic, you must protect your emotional integrity. Recognize that you are in control of your own reactions, and no one should be allowed to manipulate your reality. If someone continually undermines your perceptions or seeks to make you feel unstable, it's a red flag that they are trying to control you. Trust yourself and your intuition. If the relationship becomes toxic, don't be afraid to walk away. Gaslighting is a dangerous weapon because it erodes your trust in yourself. But with Stoic principles, you can stand firm in your truth, protect your peace, and not let anyone define your reality for you. 5. Obsessed with control and power. A woman with toxic, devilish intentions often craves control. She doesn't just want a partnership, she wants dominance. At first, this might not be obvious. It could start subtly, with small suggestions that you start to trust her judgment more than your own. But over time, the desire for control becomes more overt. She may isolate you from your support network, manipulate you into making decisions that benefit her, and make you feel guilty for asserting your independence. One of the first signs that a woman is obsessed with control is when she begins to undermine your relationships with others. She might subtly criticize your friends or family, making you feel that they are bad influences, or that they don't truly have your best interests at heart. This isolation tactic is designed to make you more reliant on her. The less you have outside perspectives, the more control she can wield over your thoughts and actions. She may encourage you to cut ties with people who are positive influences, convincing you that they don't understand you the way she does. As the Stoics believed, autonomy is essential for a virtuous life. Marcus Aurelius taught, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When someone is trying to control your life, they're not only attacking your autonomy, they're trying to control how and what you think. They may try to make you feel inadequate or unworthy of making your own decisions. But true freedom comes from the ability to think clearly, make your own choices, and not be swayed by someone else's desire for power over you. Her control may also manifest in subtle, manipulative ways. She might push you to make certain choices, not because they are in your best interest, but because they benefit her in some way. For instance, she might subtly convince you to spend money on things she wants, make decisions that suit her agenda, or prioritize her needs over yours. She will disguise these requests as just helping you, or looking out for you, but in reality, they're a means to bend you to her will. This kind of manipulation can also involve emotional control. She might make you feel responsible for her happiness or guilt you into sacrificing your own peace for her comfort. She could use phrases like, "I can't live without you," or, "If you really love me, you would do this for me." These emotional traps are designed to make you feel as though you owe her your loyalty and obedience. But the Stoic philosophy warns against this kind of emotional dependence. We should not tie our sense of self-worth to someone else's needs or happiness. We must protect our inner peace and autonomy. So how do you combat this obsessive need for control? The first step is recognizing the patterns of manipulation. When you notice attempts to isolate you, guilt you, or undermine your independence, call them out. Stand firm in your boundaries and don't let her guilt trip you into sacrificing your autonomy. Practice self-reflection and self-affirmation, remembering that your happiness and peace are not contingent on her approval. Moreover, maintaining strong, healthy relationships with people who respect your autonomy is vital. Surround yourself with individuals who encourage your growth, support your independence, and offer perspective when your boundaries are being tested. The Stoic mindset emphasizes the importance of resilience and self-control. By guarding your inner strength and holding firm to your values, you deny someone the power they crave. Never forget that the greatest power we have is the ability to choose who we allow into our lives and how much power we give them over us. If someone is consistently trying to control you or dictate your life, it's a clear sign that they are not acting in your best interest. Protect your sovereignty, your mind, your decisions, and your life are yours alone. 6. Superficial values and material obsession. At first glance, a woman obsessed with superficial values might appear glamorous or alluring. She may place high importance on appearances, status, and material wealth, often measuring self-worth by what can be seen or owned. Her attention is drawn to the surface, designer clothes, flashy cars, extravagant lifestyles, believing that external validation will fill the internal void. But behind this obsession lies a deep emptiness, one that she attempts to cover up by constantly seeking external recognition. The reality is, when someone places excessive emphasis on material things, it reflects a lack of inner fulfillment. She may talk about what she owns, what she wants to buy, or where she plans to go next, as if the pursuit of external possessions is the key to happiness. For her, the approval of others and the symbols of success are everything. But as the Stoics would tell us, these things are fleeting, and they do not define the true quality of a person's life. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, famously said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." A woman who is obsessed with material wealth is constantly chasing after things that won't bring her lasting peace or happiness. Her value is measured by things she can show others, and not by the depth of her character or the strength of her virtues. While possessions are not inherently bad, they become problematic when they become the measure of self-worth. When you see someone who's caught in the trap of materialism, remember that true wealth lies not in what we possess, but in who we are. This obsession with status can also extend to how she interacts with others. She may gravitate toward people who can elevate her social standing, constantly networking for connections that can serve her interests. Relationships are viewed through a transactional lens. What can they give me, and how can they help me climb the social ladder? People who fit this mold are more likely to use you for their own gain than to build a relationship based on mutual respect or shared values. The Stoics taught us that true friendship is not about using others for personal gain, but about supporting one another in the pursuit of virtue and wisdom. The key to recognizing this toxic trait is to pay attention to the conversations and values she emphasizes. If her interests seem consistently materialistic, superficial, or self-serving, take note. Relationships built on these values are often hollow and unsustainable. A truly virtuous person values inner growth, integrity, and the ability to bring positivity and meaning into the lives of others, not the fleeting recognition of material success. How do you protect yourself from being caught in this cycle of superficiality? First, focus on the qualities that matter. Cultivate relationships with those who value character, integrity, and genuine connection. Stoic wisdom encourages us to invest in the development of our inner selves, not in the acquisition of things that won't last. If you find yourself drawn into a relationship that prioritizes external status over internal growth, it's a red flag. Additionally, practice self-awareness. Ask yourself, what are you valuing in others? Are you being drawn into superficial pursuits, or are you focusing on what truly enriches your life, wisdom, kindness, and personal growth? The Stoic teachings remind us that material things are not inherently good or bad, but our attachment to them can lead us astray. By staying focused on what truly matters, you can avoid getting entangled in a relationship driven by shallow values. True fulfillment comes from within, from the cultivation of wisdom, virtue, and inner peace. Don't be fooled by someone who chases external validation. Instead, seek relationships and environments that support your growth, and remember that the most important things in life cannot be seen, they can only be felt and experienced. Conclusion. Becoming more extroverted is not about changing who you are, but about tapping into your inner strength and confidence to engage more fully with the world around you. By embracing strategies like overcoming fear of rejection, developing self-awareness, practicing active listening, stepping outside your comfort zone, and being authentic, you can gradually build the social confidence needed to thrive in any situation. Remember, progress doesn't happen overnight. It takes consistent effort and practice, but every step forward is a victory in itself. Embrace the journey, and don't be afraid to be yourself along the way. The more you challenge yourself, the more extroverted and confident you'll become. Thank you for watching. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on personal growth and confidence. If you want to dive deeper into building a strong mindset and unlocking your full potential, be sure to check out the rest of my videos here at Beyond Vision Mindset. Remember, the key to becoming more extroverted lies in being true to yourself and taking small, consistent actions. Keep growing, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video.